welcome back to my channel and to another Plan With Me video. This is going to be the final spread for me of 2021. It is of course the week of Christmas, and it is also going to be my final week using an Erin Condren vertical neutral planner. So there are some fun things lined up for 2022, which I'm super excited for, but as I've said in previous videos, I did want to make my way through all of my 2021 spreads first. I wanted to use up those kits. I wanted to get that content out there for you. And that is exactly what I've done. Somehow I have made it, I think with the exception of maybe 2 spreads that I didn't film on camera. One because it was incredibly personal and I didn't really want to put it to paper or to video. And the other one that I didn't film was the week of my mother-in-law's birthday. And that was just because, okay, apparently I just lost my voice there for a second. That was weird. But yes, the other video that I didn't film was the week of my mother-in-law's birthday, purely because we didn't really do anything. I didn't really record our plans, so I kind of just used that particular week to plan for myself, and I planned it off camera. But when I do eventually get to my flip through video, you will of course see it then. Speaking of which, and before we do get stuck into the plans of this video, if you could all let me know in the comments below, do you like seeing flip throughs with music that are like sped up and you just sort of flip through the weeks, or do you prefer to see flip through videos that feature a bit of talking through the plans for the week, the highlights, that sort of thing? Obviously, I'm not going to go through in great detail because if people are wanting to see those spreads, they can obviously go back onto my channel and watch the full Plan With Me video. But I'm talking just like skimming through the highlight of the week, telling you where the kit was from, sort of how I rated it, I guess. I don't know. But if you have any thoughts or comments or suggestions, definitely drop it down in the comments below and I will read them. And I will decide on how I'm going to do my flip throughs accordingly. With that said, let's go ahead and jump into this Plan With Me. So this particular kit is a kit that I've had again in my stash for quite some time now. It is a kit from Pretty Sheepy. And for anyone who may know me, Stitch is my favorite character of all time. My favorite Disney character, love. So much so that when we went on our honeymoon back in 2018, Stitch was the only character that I actually lined up to take a photo with and waited for I think 30-45 minutes to do that. So that tells you how much I love my boy. So when I purchased this kit, I was just like, I'm so excited to use it. And then as it goes, every year plans change, your planner sort of style changes. People bring out multiple Christmas kits and different clip arts and things like that. And before you know it, you're bumping out the spreads that you had planned to use to replace them with something else. And that's kind of what happened to this kit originally. And then I did contemplate using it for 2020, but when I actually went back to use the kit again, I was a little bit intimidated by it because the format of the kit, and I don't know if they've changed since because I haven't actually purchased from Pretty Sheepy again, not for any particular reason, just because I haven't browsed again any sort of recently, I guess. But the format, there was only like a couple of boxes, and for anyone who has been here a while, you guys know that my style is generally no white space. So when I saw that there was next to no boxes, it became a little bit intimidating, and I sort of thought, I don't know how to use this. And then I also looked at the clip art and I was kind of like, it's so busy, it's very bright and very vibrant, and obviously using a kit like this next to some more sort of chill, relaxed, more cozy type kits, I just didn't think would go. I don't know. I overthink everything, and that's just what happened with this kit. So I finally decided, in the spirit of using my kits and I guess getting through my collection, I decided that I was finally going to commit and I was finally going to use this kit. And I figured, what better week to use it than Christmas? It is fun and vibrant and bright and red, and there's Christmas lights everywhere, and it's Stitch. And I was like, you know what? I'm just going to do it. So that is what I did. I did bring in some extras. So I do bring in some date dots from a Scribble Prints Co wiggle. I do bring in some sparkly red foil headers from Sweet Lilac Designs. I almost had a blank then. I was like, Lilac Designs? Lilac something? Sweet Lilac. Again, I've had those for the longest time, so it was really cool to be able to bring those in. And I did very boldly bring in the Shattered Red Simply Gilded White Inverted Bow washi tape. It was one of the gem of the months, and I got it in an order a little while back because I was like, red, Christmas, like how fun would it be to use red other than like golds and silvers, to bring in like red and some sort of bright, vibrant, fun foil. And I figured the other kits that I used, obviously I couldn't use red, and I figured that this was such a vibrant kit and there was, so much red throughout it, that I figured that this would be the best time, possibly the only time, that I could use that washi tape. And then that's why I decided to bring in the Sweet Lilac headers, because I figured adding in a little bit more of that foiled red color would really make the spread pop. So as you will see, I'm just putting those foiled headers above each of the full boxes, and then at the top there I put the glitter headers, and then the glitter headers just essentially fill in the blanks. So that is what I opted for. This kit also, like I said, because it was a different format and it was quite an old format, didn't come with the extra full box that I would usually use. So again, I have opted to put like a little things or memory or highlights section in my sidebar for this week. And I did need to bring in quite a lot of different quarter boxes, half boxes, just various bits and pieces to make the spread work. Looking at it now, I don't know. Some days I love it, some days I don't. And I don't know if it's because it is so overwhelming because there's so much going on. I don't know whether maybe I would have been better off to do a more white space spread because the art is so bold. I honestly don't know. I do love it, but I also don't. Like, I don't know. It's kind of one of those spreads that I was excited to plan with it. I don't mind it. I don't hate it, but it's not my favorite, if that makes sense. But it is what it is. It's done now. And we used some red foil. So that was fun. That was a fun experience. I did also cut down the bottom washi, and I overlaid like a gold confetti washi overlay. I don't know where it's from. I did get it from a D-stash. And I did also bring in some like fairy light dividers or header overlays from Scribble Prints Co. I think I was gonna put some gold or some red like confetti foil over the glitter headers, but I haven't done it, and I still haven't done it. And I don't know if it will, because again, I don't know if that's just going to overwhelm the spread more. I've got no idea, but anyway, I feel like I've just been like harping on for the last 10 minutes, so let's go ahead and jump into it. So at the moment, you will see that I'm laying down the sidebar. So again, as per the previous weeks in December, I do opt to do something a little different to the page flag. So again, I do bring in a half circle from Scribble Prints Co, and I label my December script over the top of that. I do track my socials this week, so I did have to mark them a little bit differently this week. I did use a piece of washi and a this week's script from Rose Colored Days. And then for some reason, when it came to marking my socials, I used my favorite icon. So I've used my Sticker Thief bun and my Instagram icon. But I didn't, for some reason, write down my YouTube subs, only my Instagram follows. So you will see that I've only tracked my Instagram follows for that week. I did then also mark that it was Christmas week, as if you couldn't already tell by looking at it in the sidebar. So I've just used a little gingerbread house from Whimsical Cat Studio for that. And then down the bottom, like I mentioned, I use a piece of washi and a little things header, as well as one of those Monday through Sunday trackers, just to put in, I guess, my highlights for the week. And then I finished it off with a little glitter header. And again, I think that's kind of fun, and it's, a quick way of looking back on the highlights. And moving into January, or moving into 2022 rather, I do want to start doing my monthly highlights and monthly spreads. So I'm thinking that, that would be a super easy way to mark my highlights and to transfer them into a monthly spread. But I guess we will see how we go. It depends on the kits that I use, whether I use some of the older kits from my stash or, I don't know, work in progress. Of course, once we are done with the sidebar, we will go ahead and jump into the day by day. The other thing that I forgot to do, and it really annoys me because I only realized at the end once the spread was done, is, as I said, I bought in some date dots from from Scribble Prints, like a wiggle bundle, and I was meant to use some of the icons throughout the spread again to bring in that red, and I didn't. So I ended up having like not that much red, and then I brought in gold. So I don't know whether that's part of the problem as well. I don't know. Anyway, enough about the spread and the I'm not sure about it vibe. So the first thing that I go ahead and mark on Monday was, of course, Coffee Monday, and I did use this cute little coffee cup wrapped in fairy lights from Labelle Stickers. Again, I got them quite some time ago, but for some reason I always forget to bring in my seasonal items when I'm planning seasonal spreads. I did then mark the Coffee Monday in a foiled script from Celebo. And then this particular day, I did have a team meeting for work, so I started later than usual. I started at 9 a.m. and finished at 5. And my work schedule for the week, I've just marked in using a Stellabo leftovers. I did only work 3 days this week. I did decide to have from the 23rd off, and I didn't go back to work until the 12th of January, so that was a really nice break. But I only needed 3 of those work labels, which worked out really well. So I marked that. And then on this particular day, Flo came to visit. TMI, I do apologize, but I did mark that in with a sticker from Sticker Thief. That afternoon, accordingly, I did basically just lay on the couch. I was a bit of a couch potato, so I've marked that in with a little beach umbrella icon from the kit. And then my husband did bring me home a coffee frappe this evening, which I was very appreciative of. And I've marked that in with a Fox and Cactus character sticker. And then the last thing that I marked for Monday was that I did upload a Plan With Me video, and I've used a flat leaf from Stellabo Sticker Co for that. And then I've used a Kinsey's Creation upload script in gold foil over the top. Tuesday, I did mark work. I then did also mark that I did have some serious cramps. So when I do get my monthly visit from Flo, I do get hit pretty hard the first day or so with cramps. This was one of those things. It was one of those situations where like I didn't want them, but they were also due later in the week. But because they came earlier in the week, they were gone by Christmas, which was good. So it worked out really well. So I shouldn't complain. But I've just marked that in with a whimsical cat studio character who's sort of like laying and hugging at her belly. I did do some cleaning this day because, of course, Christmas was approaching. We needed to make sure everything was ready to go for Christmas. So I've marked that in with an icon from the kit. I did also do some online groceries this day. So because I knew that I was making lunch on Christmas Day, I wanted to get in all the heavy, sort of larger items that I wouldn't be able to go out and get during the week by myself because it would be too much to carry. So I did I bought a bunch of oils and waters and all of the pantry items and bits and pieces that I was going to need for the day. And I've just marked that in with a little Coffee Monsters Co emoji. She's holding like a Christmas list, so I thought that was super cute. I had a YouTube binge this day, so I've marked that in with a little Stitch character sticker that I got as part of the kit, and with a YouTube binge foiled sticker from Olive Planet Co, who is unfortunately no longer open. And then after that, I did make myself a cup of coffee, which I've marked in with a coffee cup from Monique Plans. And then I also marked in that I did spend the evening wrapping some presents. And I've just marked that in with a Fox and Cactus character sticker. And then on to Wednesday. So Wednesday, again, not a very eventful day. So Wednesday, I've of course marked work at the top of the day there. And then I did mark in a little half box that it was my last day of work for 2021. And the funny thing is I literally planned this spread that particular week, and writing that it was the last day of work for 2021, I feel like it was yesterday. I remember the feeling of excitement and thinking, yes, no work for like 2.5 weeks. I think it worked out to be with the weekends included. And I was so excited for it, and now it's gone and I'm back at work, and I've been back at work for 3 weeks, so boo. Anyway, I marked that with a Debbie Downer sticker from Marshmallow Studio, and she's just in her little, I guess, elf outfit, and she looks really happy, so I just thought that was really appropriate to mark that. Again, some more cleaning this day, so I've marked that in with an icon from the kit. And then this afternoon, I was a little bit bothered because I got a calling card from the post office. So basically, they'd left a card to say that they'd attempted to deliver something to me. I hadn't answered the door, and they'd left a card so that I had to take my ID and pick it up from the post office. First of all, it was annoying because they didn't knock on the door. They didn't attempt delivery at all. And then secondly, I went to the post office with the calling card. The guy at the post office looked at the back, he looked at the front. Obviously, there's parcels everywhere because it's high peak Christmas season, and there was no deliveries for me anywhere. So he's like, I don't know what to tell you. Like, she must have made an error. She must have left the card when she didn't mean to, because I did get another delivery that day as well. So I don't know whether maybe she did deliver it and left the card by accident. But I'd gone to the post office, waited to be served, and then the guy just came back and was like, no, sorry, there's nothing here for you. So that was a little bit frustrating. So I did mark that in on a piece of washi from the kit and just with an icon from the kit as well. I don't know why I used a house. Apparently I didn't have anything else to use, so I used a house, which doesn't make sense, but whatever. And then I did also do some laundry this day, so I've used another icon from the kit to mark that. And then last but not least, on Wednesday, the last thing that I marked was that I did upload another Plan With Me video, and I've just marked that the same as Monday with a flat link from Stella Bow and a script from Kinsey's Creations. On Thursday, the first thing that I marked was that I had a waxing and nail appointment. So this is my first day off, and I wanted to sort of be proactive and get what I could done. Get what I could done. Yes, that was just weird because of the way I said it. Anyway, and I marked that in with a little scrump sticker from the kit, or from the extra deco sheet that I got from the kit. And then after that, I did go and do the grocery shopping. So this was the day that I went and got like my potatoes and my pumpkins and all of my fresh veggies and, you know, all of those things that would otherwise go bad if you had them sort of too long a period. So I marked grocery shopping in with a fox and cactus character sticker. I'm really happy because this year I remembered to use my like seasonal stickers, whereas normally I don't. So I've used as many character stickers as I could that were like Christmas themed, or yeah, and I'm really happy with that. That afternoon I did grab a coffee from McDonald's on the way home. So I've marked that with a Monique Plans coffee cup. And then funnily enough, even though I grabbed a coffee on the way home, when I did get home, I actually took a nap. So I've marked that in with a piece of deco from the kit. And then for the first time in 12 months, because of my medication I had been on, I had my first ever drink. So naturally it did hit me, not hard, but I did feel it. So I drank through almost a bottle of wine on my own. Not something to be proud of, but it was nice to just be able to, like, work was done for the year. I'd done everything I needed. Like, I had all of my ingredients ready for Christmas. So it was just a matter of now waiting for Christmas to come, and, you know, I didn't have anything left on my to-do list. So I wanted to just relax and celebrate, I guess. So I marked that in with a Debbie Downer sticker from Marshmallow Studio. And then this particular evening, we did have carols on the TV. I never remember which one is which. There's like carols, the Woolworths carols, and then I think it's carols in the Domain, but I always get them confused. So when I've marked it, I've literally just put carols and I've put a little stitch sticker in a hula skirt from the extra deco sheet from the kit. On Friday, it was of course Christmas Eve, so I have marked that with an Arctic Paper Studio script over some washi tape. I then did clean out my entire pantry this day, so I've just used an icon from the kit to mark that, and my goodness, was it a big job. I hate cleaning out my pantry because you have to empty everything out, you've got to clean everything, you've got to go through everything that's used by dates and chuck what's old, and it's just a huge, big job, but I was so proud of myself because I did get it done, and it was really nice to have like a clean pantry ready for Christmas. I then, of course, had some coffee after that. So again, I've just used a Monique Plans coffee cup to mark that. And then I did do some laundry. So I've just marked that in with an icon from the kit. And then again, because all of that was done, I did sit down and I watched the other carols on TV. So I've just marked that with a sweater from Whimsical Cat Studio. And then my brother did come up towards the end of the Christmas carols and we prepped the trifle together. So I've just marked that in one of the little half circle scalloped thingy mabobbies, And I've used a little Once More with Love character sticker in red foil that I've had for the longest time. And I was like, I don't know what else I'm going to use this. I don't know how else I'm going to mark this. So that is what I did. And then I just put some little fairy lights from Stella Bow Sticker Co. at the bottom there. And then, of course, I did go to bed and woke up on Saturday morning for Christmas Day, which was amazing. So I've marked Christmas Day there with some dangly lights from Stella Bow Sticker Co., a script from Arctic Paper Studio. And then I was up quite early, so I did start cooking Christmas lunch at 8 a.m. So again, my brother did come up and help me cook, and I've just marked that with an icon from the kit. And then I, of course, marked that we ate the food for lunch. So our Christmas lunch is roast. So we have roast chicken, roast pumpkin, roast potato, we have peas and corn, we have gravy, and we have crumb cauliflower. We love it. That's our traditional lunch. If you do have anything different or you want to share what your Christmas tradition is, that would be amazing. I would love to hear that in the comments below. And then after lunch, we did just chill out. So some of us were playing Switch in my living room. I think like my in-laws were playing Mario Party together. And then some of us were out in the kitchen just chilling and chatting and catching up. So I've marked that in with a little candy cane heart Coffee Monsters Once More with Love munchkin. Again, foiled in red. Didn't know when else I'd be able to use it, so that's what I used. And then, of course, we did exchange presents. So I've marked present time with a Whimsical Cat Studio character sticker. Because my sister-in-law and her partner did need to leave. So that is why we did presents. And then after that, myself, my mother-in-law, my father-in-law, and two of my brothers played, three of my brothers. We sort of had to alternate because we played a board game called Sequence, which is really fun. If you want a new board game to check out, definitely recommend that. But you could only have you could either have 4 players or 6 players. And I think we had 7 people. So someone always had to alternate, which was fine. We made it work. But we pretty much played that into the night. So I've just marked that in with a little like card and like porn character stickers, icons from Stella Bow Sticker Co. I thought that was really cute. It was a cute way of marking playing games because it was both a card game and not a card game at the same time. It was also a strategy type game. So anyway, I don't know why I keep talking about it. I played games. And yeah, it was a really chill Christmas. Unfortunately, neither of my parents did come, but I did have some chill time with my brothers and with my in-laws. And I think that made it relaxing because there was no family tension, which was nice. And then we did, of course, get to Sunday. So after we finished our games and everyone went home, we went to bed, and then we woke up on Sunday for Boxing Day, which I've marked with a script from Arctic Paper Studio. And this day we didn't do too much, so we did have a lazy morning, and I've marked that with a Fox and Cactus character sticker in her little Christmas sweater. I did do a little bit of tidying up. Obviously, we got rid of some clutter and mess and whatnot from the night before. And I've just marked that in with a little vacuum icon from the kit. And then once I'd done that, I did sit down and play some Animal Crossing. So I've marked that with a Stella Bow icon and script. And then I did mark that my fame came over, but no, it's meant to say fam, and I literally only realized this when I was starting to record, so I'm going to have to fix that or replace that box. But I marked that my family came over for food, so like I said, my dad didn't come for Christmas, but he did come over on Boxing Day for some food. Basically, I have a ton of leftovers left after Christmas, so for the next couple of days, my brothers and family come up, and we, I guess, eat through the leftovers. So I just marked that with a Debbie Downer and like food everywhere sticker. And then I did have a massive argument with my dad this day, which was not great. I ended up in tears. My dad ended up leaving. We haven't spoken since, but I'm not going to go into the ins and outs of that. That's all I'm going to say there. So I've used a Once More with Love like arguing sticker to mark that. And then the last thing that I marked was that my brother Jake was here, so he stayed after said argument, and we just had a bit of a debrief, and we hung out until like 4 a.m. in the morning. So I've just marked that with a coffee sticker because we did have some coffee to keep ourselves awake. But that was pretty much it. That was my entire Christmas week. For the most part, it was good, with the exception of that last couple of hours on Sunday. But yeah, I had a wonderful Christmas. I hope each and every one of you did as well. But I'm going to leave it here for this week. Please, if you haven't already, consider liking and subscribing because it does, of course, support my channel. And hopefully I will see you all very, very soon with my spreads for 2022. Thank you all so much for watching, everyone. Bye for now.